To break into the ironworker industry and secure a travel job, firstly, consider joining the Ironworkers International Union. This will give you access to the Union Hall, a central hub where travel jobs are frequently listed. In locations like Chicago, where union presence is strong, being a union member is often essential for accessing job opportunities. Secondly, actively network with other ironworkers. Attend union meetings and social gatherings to expand your professional circle. These interactions can lead to valuable insights about potential job openings. Leverage professional networking platforms such as LinkedIn to connect with potential employers and industry professionals. Thirdly, enhance your qualifications by obtaining relevant certifications. Certifications in welding, rigging, and other specialized skills can significantly boost your resume and make you a more competitive candidate. Explore the possibility of becoming a certified ironworker through the Ironworkers International Union. Fourthly, focus on marketing yourself effectively. Craft a compelling resume that highlights your skills, training, and any relevant experience. Develop a portfolio to showcase your work, even if it's primarily from your training program. This visual representation of your abilities can leave a lasting impression on potential employers. Fifthly, proactively apply for travel jobs. Utilize the Union Hall website, networking contacts, and job boards such as Indeed and LinkedIn to search for travel job postings. Cast a wide net by applying for as many jobs as possible, even if you don't meet all the listed qualifications. Sixthly, prepare thoroughly for interviews. Practice your interviewing skills and anticipate common questions about your experience, availability, and willingness to travel. Be ready to articulate your skills and explain why you are the right fit for the job. Seventhly, consider starting small if necessary. If securing a full-time travel job proves challenging initially, be open to accepting short-term or per-diem assignments. These opportunities can provide valuable experience and help you build connections within the industry. In addition to these key steps, keep the following additional tips in mind. Be flexible regarding your location and availability. Expanding your geographic preferences and being willing to work on short notice can significantly increase your chances of finding a job. Maintain a willingness to learn new skills and adapt to diverse work environments. The ironworking industry is constantly evolving, so embracing continuous learning is crucial for long-term success. Cultivate a strong professional reputation by being reliable, hardworking, and easy to collaborate with. Building positive relationships with colleagues and supervisors can open doors to future opportunities. Stay informed about industry news, regulations, and best practices. Keeping up to date with the latest developments will demonstrate your commitment to the profession. Specific ironworking tasks may include erecting steel frames, installing reinforcing steel, welding, and bolting. The tools used may include welding machines, cutting torches, cranes, and various hand tools. Safety is of utmost importance in ironworking, and personal protective equipment, or PPE, such as hard hats, safety glasses, and gloves, is essential. The NEC, or National Electrical Code, addresses electrical safety in construction and other industries. When performing welding, understand that proper ventilation is crucial to prevent the inhalation of harmful fumes. In electrical circuits, voltage represents the electrical potential difference measured in volts, while current represents the flow of electrical charge measured in amps. Resistance, measured in ohms, opposes the flow of current. These concepts are fundamental to understanding electrical safety in construction. For example, NEC Table 310.15b16 provides ampacity ratings for conductors. Ampacity refers to the maximum current in amps a conductor can carry continuously without exceeding its temperature rating. When working with electrical equipment, always ensure proper grounding to prevent electrical shock. Grounding provides a low resistance path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping a circuit breaker or fuse and energizing the circuit. When selecting conductors for electrical installations, consider factors such as the ampacity of the conductor, the ambient temperature, and the type of insulation. Use appropriate connectors and terminals to ensure secure and reliable electrical connections. Regularly inspect electrical cords and equipment for damage, and replace any damaged items immediately. Never overload electrical circuits or extension cords, as this can lead to overheating and fire hazards. Use ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, in wet locations or where electrical equipment is used near water to protect against electrical shock. Lockout-tagout procedures are essential when performing maintenance or repairs on electrical equipment to prevent accidental energization. Always to energize the equipment, lock out the power source and tag it to indicate that it is being worked on. Follow all applicable safety regulations and guidelines when working with electricity. If you are unsure about any aspect of electrical safety, consult with a qualified electrician. Ironworkers may also be involved in tasks such as installing precast concrete components, erecting scaffolding, and performing demolition work. These tasks also require adherence to safety regulations and the use of appropriate PPE. Communication is essential on construction sites to ensure the safety of all workers. Use hand signals, radios, or other communication devices to coordinate activities and avoid accidents. Attend regular safety meetings to stay informed about potential hazards and safety procedures. Report any unsafe conditions or practices to your supervisor immediately. Ironworking is a physically demanding profession that requires strength, stamina, and attention to detail. By following these guidelines and prioritizing safety, you can increase your chances of success in the ironworking industry. In addition, familiarize yourself with the different types of ironworking, such as structural ironworking, reinforcing ironworking, and ornamental ironworking. Each type of ironworking requires specialized skills and knowledge. Structural ironworkers erect steel frames for buildings, bridges, and other structures. Reinforcing ironworkers install or burn concrete structures to provide strength and support. Ornamental ironworkers fabricate and install decorative ironwork, such as railings, gates, and fences. To further enhance your skills and knowledge, consider taking additional training courses in areas such as welding, rigging, and blueprint reading. These courses can provide you with the specialized skills needed to excel in specific areas of ironworking. Stay up to date on industry trends and technological advancements. The ironworking industry is constantly evolving, so it's important to stay informed about the latest developments. Attend industry conferences, read trade publications, and network with other professionals to stay ahead of the curve. With dedication, hard work, and a commitment to safety, you can build a successful career as an ironworker. Remember to always prioritize safety, follow instructions carefully, and never be afraid to ask for help when needed. By embracing these principles, you can protect yourself and your colleagues from harm and contribute to a safe and productive work environment. Always be aware of your surroundings and identify potential hazards before starting any task. Take the time to assess the risks involved and implement appropriate control measures to mitigate those risks. Use the right tools and equipment for the job and ensure that they are in good working condition. Inspect tools and equipment regularly and replace any damaged or defective items immediately. Follow proper lifting techniques to avoid back injuries. Lift with your legs, not your back, and keep the load close to your body. Use mechanical aids such as cranes or forklifts to lift heavy objects whenever possible. When working at heights, use fall protection equipment such as harnesses and lanyards to prevent falls. Inspect fall protection equipment before each use and ensure that it is properly adjusted and connected. Be aware of overhead hazards, such as power lines and falling objects. Maintain a safe distance from power lines and wear a hard hat to protect yourself from falling objects. Use barricades and warning signs to alert others to potential hazards. Keep the work area clean and organized to prevent slips, trips, and falls. Store materials properly and remove debris regularly. Follow proper procedures for handling and storing hazardous materials. Read the safety data sheets, or SDS, for all hazardous materials and use appropriate PPE. Be aware of the potential health effects of exposure to hazardous materials and take steps to minimize exposure. Report any accidents or injuries to your supervisor immediately. Investigate accidents to determine the root causes and implement corrective actions to prevent future occurrences. Participate in safety training programs to enhance your knowledge and skills. Attend regular safety meetings to stay informed about potential hazards and safety procedures. Work safely and be a role model for others. By following these guidelines and promoting a culture of safety, you can help create a safe and healthy work environment for yourself and your colleagues. The NEC, or National Electrical Code, contains provisions for safety-related work practices as well. For instance, Article 110.26 covers the space requirements around electrical equipment, requiring sufficient working space for safe operation and maintenance. It specifies minimum depths, widths, and heights for working spaces based on voltage levels and other factors. This ensures that qualified personnel have enough room to safely access and work on electrical equipment. Also, Article 110.32 focuses on guarding of live parts. It emphasizes that live parts of electrical equipment operating at 50 volts or more must be guarded against accidental contact. Guarding can be achieved through enclosures, barriers, screens, or other suitable means. This helps prevent electrical shock and other injuries. Furthermore, Article 110.33 details entrance and access to workspace. It specifies requirements for access to electrical equipment, including doors, passageways, and working spaces. Access must be provided to allow qualified personnel to safely enter and work in the area. The NEC also addresses the use of personal protective equipment, or PPE, for electrical work. Article 130.7 provides guidance on selecting and using appropriate PPE such as gloves, sleeves, and face shields to protect against electrical hazards. Remember, safety is a shared responsibility. By working together and following established safety procedures, everyone can contribute to creating a safe and productive work environment in the ironworking industry.